So yeah, this is how I'm doing the turf, just with the tractor. The roundhouse, I did it all by hand, but we've got a tractor this time, so we'll do it. It's easy enough, as long as you've got a lip to start with, then it's not too bad. So let's cut some. Size that's easier to handle. Take them out of the bucket and then get another scoop. Yeah, that's actually turned out alright. It's a bit hard to handle when they're too big, so just cut them into bits, take it out, cut another piece off. Quite dry, quite hard to do. If they end up a bit fat, one's a bit fat, turn them up over in the holes that are cut when the soil's not lost, and then I scrape them down a bit, just like that. Once there's a nice full bucket, take them back to the roof and put them on. Get these bits up on the roof. Well, they're up on the roof already, but we'll get them put in place. So we're coming up to the bit above the doorway where the bit of wood is a little bit smaller than I wanted. It's just the bit that I had. I didn't have. Yeah, it would have been nice if it was another inch bigger. It'll be fine, but I'm just going to try and keep the turf on the smaller side, just directly above the door there because of the span, and like I say, would have rather have it slightly thicker bit of wood. So yeah, we'll keep the turf smaller over that door. Let's turn it around actually. Nice. Get in there. Won't take long. Right, I think that'll do for today. There's a good few square meters, but I only started it at 4, so yeah, carry on next day. We got this weather's alright. Shouldn't take too long, a couple of days on my own. Check it out, front porch is turfed. How good is that? So start working our way up into the middle. We got some help, got some good volunteers, and we're just going to get most of this done today, I reckon. Haha! No movement. I've been taking measurements. There's no movement at all yet, so pleased. It all looks very strong. Well, a successful day. Really pleased. It's mostly done. Probably maybe a third of it left to go, but we're mostly there. All up the edges. How good is that? Let's go and see if the roof has moved much for all you safety sallies. So if you look there, there's a bolt in the ground that goes down quite deep and is just, you know, a reference point. And just there is a screw. And I have the measurement between those 2 points, and we'll see if it's changed at all now that it's got a load of weight on it. So before, it had a measurement of 2165 is the door header there. 2165. Let's see what it is now. Two, 1, 6, 5. Maybe 4. Maybe a millimetre of deflection, maybe a millimetre, but maybe also not. So that hasn't moved at all as far as I can see. So we're not going to worry about that. Something won't break until it moves first. So there we go. That one's in here. This is all turfed. This whole area now is turfed. So all of the weight that's going to be on there, I mean it's not wet and it doesn't have snow on it, but this was 2505. This is millimetres. 2505. And that has gone down by 10 millimetres, that is. So that's gone down by 10 mil with all the weight on it. Not concerned by that at all. With snow and everything else on it, that might come down another 20 mil max. That's fine. That sort of deflection in those beams is nothing. Okay, I'm very pleased. Anyone out there is worried about the structural integrity of this roof, you need not worry. Honestly, that moving 10 mil with many tons of weight on it is nothing. So yeah, I'm pleased. I'm not worried at all. Very strong. And how cool does that look? Check it out. It is mostly done. The turfing. It still needs some bits doing around the top there, but I need to sort the roof window and stuff out first. Oh, let's get up here. She's turfed up, mostly. They give you a few different angles. Yeah, really pleased. It hasn't caved in yet either. Yeah. Not even caved in, no one's even dead. No one died, can you believe it? It actually holds the weight. How mad is that, eh? Anyone would think I actually had a clue what I was doing. Hey everyone, so the roof has been rained on a few times. It's looking nice and green. It should join into itself before the winter comes and everything. I have been neglecting keeping this area tidy for too long now, and I need to just spend a few days just getting sorted out. So I've got all the offcuts of wood, firewood them. I've had a bit of a tidy up in here as well. Just moving some rocks from out here, all the rocks and things from out here. I've got them all put into here, ready to go on this stone wall like that, along there like that. So probably start doing that later too. And any small ones I've gone over into the corners just to level out a little low spot there. But yeah, I've got all sorts of things broken. I've neglected to maintain loads of stuff because I've just been concentrating on this for so long now. The van's broken down. I need to do some work on the fuel pump. Yeah, I just got a lot going on, and so the bit of content of this video is just going to be getting tidied up and sorted out. So let's do that. Just, cutting up some all these offcuts here. They're all going to be firewood. A lot of people commented on the fact that there was quite a bit of plastic in this building. There really isn't for a start. A couple of 100 kilos max. However, have you ever seen a building of that size built with no skip? Because if you noticed, there's never been a skip here. There hasn't even been bags gone out. Nothing from this building has gone to a landfill, and nothing from this building has gone to waste. Any offcuts of plastic from the roof liner went back into the roof as protection. All of the wood offcuts will heat my house and my water and cook my food over the winter. The stones and things from the soil, they're all going in to build internal walls, and they haven't left the site, haven't needed to dump a truck or anything. All of the soil we dug out has gone back into the walls themselves, into the earth bags. And the leftover, because there's more obviously, because it's a big hole and the walls don't occupy that whole hole, the rest of it is going to get graded out and levelled for levelled areas. It's not leaving the site in any way. There's been a little bit of diesel used in the tractor, but I run that on half veg oil. This is honestly a very, very ecological build for the size of it. Like, you just can't build like this. Imagine seeing a building go up with this amount of square meterage, with not a single skip or rubbish bag outside of it. You tell me if you've ever seen that. You just wouldn't. Right, getting through the piles of wood. Got some nice big piles of offcuts. Keep us nice and warm in the winter. And it's getting tidier around here. Picked up a lot of the rocks and things and wood, and now just cleared in here a little bit. And while we're waiting for some batteries to charge up to keep chopping the rest of the pallet wood up, gonna work on this stone wall along here. So we'll do some dry stone and then probably some hot mix lime on top of it. That's it. Okay, we've got our dry stones down. We go dry first, just so moisture doesn't come up into the lime. Doesn't matter too much because it's inside, but we'll do it anyway. So now we're going to mix up some lime. I've got some bags that I wasn't able to fit in the slaking tank, so I'm going to do hot mix with them because they've been sitting around for a while. It'd be good to use them. So let's do it. Right, that was a bit of a workout actually. There's some stones in the sand and the mixer does not like stones. So, but we got a nice big mix done. That's just wheelbarrowed a load over here. So that is quick lime, hot mixed, so reacting in the mix, mixed 3 to 1. Now you can mix quick lime 3 to 1 with sand if you're using it hot mix like this, but if it's coming from putty, it's obviously already expanded, so really about 2 to 1 or 2.5 to 1 is a proper mix. So. Yeah, I've got it working well now. Just got to make sure there's no stones in it at all. Start doing the stones and mix them up. Oh, missing it. So here's the mortar, hot mix lime mortar from Quicklime. Really nice stuff. Yeah, it's not that great for your hands, it dries your hands out, but it really doesn't burn you and stuff like people think. It's really, honestly, not that bad. My hands are used to it. I get a bit dry hands later, but I just put some cream on them, it's fine. You can wear rubber gloves with it if you want. Yeah, it's probably recommended, but I don't really like them. But yeah, this is Quicklime mixed and reacted with the sand as it's being mixed, unlike lime putty, which I've got in my tank, which is the traditional way of doing it, where it's already pre-reacted and slaked. This is slaked in the mix, hot lime it's called. So this lime will take a long time to go off, years actually, fully, and it'll be hard in about 3-4 days time probably, but it won't actually be truly set for a very long time because it has to reabsorb the carbon from the atmosphere, and that takes some time. Especially if it's quite thick. Getting there. We've still got some stone left, some of those big stones, so I'm just going to keep going up a bit because otherwise it's just less wood then. Okay, so we'll place them on top and I'll probably carry on with this tomorrow then. Good morning everyone. Oh, you can see the old sound thing, there we go. So new day, gonna get the stone walling done and mill a bit of wood and start putting some wood up on that dividing wall in the workshop. So I'm just coming out, Dot's making breakfast. While she does that, I'm going to do a mix quickly of lime. The mixer, I'm still learning it. I put a bit too much in yesterday and it got a bit jammed up with some stones and stuff as well. I used to use that mixer at a friend's house, but it used to be driven by a hydraulic pump. It had a bit more power. I fitted an electric pump to it, motor sorry, and it's not got the same grunt as it had before, so I'm just learning how to reuse it again. Yeah, there she is. Let's get a mix done. Alright, let's do it. Alright, lime's mixed up and Dot's just working on that and getting some bits of slab wood ready. These are all offcuts, and it's a perfect job for them because it's internal. Because they're sapwood, they're not very durable, but internal stuff, and hidden because this is going to be workbench here. Perfect job for them. Lime's mixed up, had a little bit of bits in the bottom that came through, but it's going to be fine for a mortar. Look at that stuff, it is so nice. It doesn't even stick to your hands, it's just so lovely, and it is sticky but it doesn't stick to you, you know what I mean? You can actually like ball it up. It's so nice. Look, you can, it's really good stuff, really nice to work with, so much nicer than a cement. Okay, the dividing wall is done up to the window height, so I need to put windows in next, but that can happen later. We've got our line to work from and everything, and yeah, it's just main part of the structure of it's done, so that's good. Thanks to Dot, she's done most of the stone, and then the wood out here. Yeah, very pleased. Didn't cost anything, well, 20 quid in lime, and there's a bit of lime left over that I put in the walls over there. So plastering has started, and it's going to I've got volunteers coming, I think maybe even one coming tomorrow, and we're going to start plastering, so everything's going to plan. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching.